How to Sharpen a Skate by Hand by Josh Beauregard. Introduction, main objectives. How to sharpen a skate by hand with a Vic honing / side sharpening stone. Preview of main points. In this presentation, I'm going to break down the props, the breakdown, do's and do nots, pre-game sharpening, in-game sharpening, pop quiz, demo, and a conclusion. Props that are going to be used are skates. Any kind of skates are good. For this demo, I've chosen to use hockey skates. We're also going to be using a Vic's honing / side sharpening stone. It's a gray honing stone made of ceramic stone with diamond coating to remove burrs, rust from the skate blade. It helps keep the blade sharp for best performance. It can be done pre-game or in-game to help sharpen dull or nicked blades that lose their edge. In this slide, you can see a picture of the end grain of the stone, the side grain of the stone, the top and bottom grain of the stone. How to sharpen a skate by hand. I'm going to show you this in the steps that are coming up. In this slide, I just wanted to show you the main setup of what professional sharpeners would normally use in the bottom corner, and this video off to the side. As you can see where the blade is touching a wheel in there and giving off all the sparks, it's the exact same thing as a hand sharpening stone, but in a wheel form, and the machine just turns it to help give it a faster rate of speed. Why is it important? It's important to sharpen your skates by hand sometimes, as it helps keep skates sharp and maintains their sharpness, removes rust, and removes burrs. If you don't do it by hand that often, in this picture as you can see, the blade, if you leave it wet and everything, will just become full of rust, and it's going to be a pain to try to get that edge nice and sharp again. Skate quality. It helps maintain performance so you don't lose big edges and everything in big championship games and make yourself look silly. It helps maintain the quality of the blade, just make sure everything stays nice and clean. Helps keep a nice clean edge on the blade. And what I mean by this is if you happen to look at any skate, you can see each one has two flat edges, and if you look at the top, you can see we'll have a little bow, and just on the other side of those bows are your edges, and that's what you want to keep nice and clean. This way you can get a better sharpen, it won't be nicked as much, and it will just help hold the longer edge sharpening. Quick fix versus long-term fix. Hand sharpening is a temporary quick fix. It's free and can be done at any time, but once again, it's not suitable for actual sharpening. Machine sharpening, which is your actual sharpening, costs around $5 to $10 per sharpen, has to be done off-site. You could end up waiting in long lines at sports shops, and it has to be done by a professional who's certified to work the machine. The do's and don'ts before starting. The do's, you want to make sure your blade is dry. You want to use the sharpener on the sides of the blades. The one major do not is, like I said before, do not use the stone on the very bottom of the blade. You will just destroy your edge and have to pay to get new blades. Pre-game sharpening demonstration. What you're going to want to do is hold the skate flat on your lap, angle the skate so the heel is flat on your stomach, place the stone at the toe of the skate and make a few light passes. Then you want to add medium pressure for another few passes as needed, flip the skate, and repeat the steps. Here's a quick video demonstration. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to sharpen a skate by hand in pre-game. So what you want to do is when you take your skate out of your bag, you're going to want to put it flat on your lap with the heel of the blade sitting at your stomach, just like this. Then you're gonna want to grab your Vicks honing stone, place it on the toe of the skate, and apply medium pressure as you go back and forth, doing about 5 or 6 passes. And you're going to want to flip your skate to make sure you get both sides. But one thing to remember is your honing stone wants to be flat on the sides, never on the top, because you're just going to destroy your blade that way. So once you flip your skate, you start it off at the toe again and do 5 or 6 passes with medium pressure. And there you have it. That's how you hand sharpen a skate in your pre-game routine. In-game sharpening demonstration. It is similar to the way you do your pre-game, except you're on the bench and there are different angles you can take to sharpen this, and the video will break it down into more detail. Here you go. So this time for the in-game sharpening. This one can be a little more complicated, and for the demonstration I'm going to simplify it, because normally during an in-game situation you would have the skate and your gear fully on, and all you would do is be facing the ice with your foot like this up against the bench, and you'll have assistants to help wipe and sharpen the blade. So for this demo, I'll just keep it flat on my lap. So normally they'll take a rag, give the skate blade a quick wipe, and all you're going to want to do is about 5-6 passes, remembering to keep it flat on the edge, not on the bottom like this, because you'll just destroy your blade. And just give it a hard pressure, give it some nice even passes, about 5 to 6. And you're going to want to flip the skate over and repeat the same steps. And there you have it. That's how you in-game sharpen your skate, and you'll be good to go for the rest of the game. So just a quick little quiz for you guys. For you to explain the 3 main reasons to sharpen a skate. They're to remove rust, burrs, and to give the blade a quick sharpen. When can you use the skate sharpener? Before and during the skate, which is your pre-game and in-game. List the 2 to-dos before you sharpen your skate. Those are dry the blade and use the sharpener on the side of the blade, not the bottom. What are the different pressures you use during in-game and pre-game? Just your pre-game is medium pressure, your in-game is hard pressure. On to the conclusion. I had a hand sharpener. It is good for pre-game or in-game quick fixes, as it removes rust and burrs to keep blades in good condition and sharp, and it performs in good condition. This way everything will run smooth in your games, but it does not replace professional sharpens. And as you can see in the video below, it's just a quick clip after I happened to need a quick sharpen before practice. I had the stone with me, so I was in the all white, and my brother needed a quick sharpen when he came to join us. He's in the gray and the black, and he used the stone as well, and it just shows how nicely everything works well when it's able to be put to use properly. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this slideshow.